Dear students, in this class we are going to learn about the chemical properties of 50A group elements. The first chemical property is reactivity towards hydrogen. Now the 50A group elements are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, strontium and bismuth. These elements forms EH3 type of hydrides with hydrogen. Here E means 50A group element, that is maybe nitrogen or phosphorus or arsenic or strontium or bismuth. For example, I am taken the nitrogen molecule. To this I am added the hydrogen molecules. So when the nitrogen is combined with the hydrogen, it forms ammonia molecule. In the same way, phosphorus with hydrogen forms PH3, phosphine. Arsenic with hydrogen, ASH3, arsine. Strontium with hydrogen, SbH3, stibine. Bi with hydrogen, it forms BiH3 molecule. So this is about the chemical reactivity towards hydrogen. And now we have to know about the properties of these hydrides. The first property is stability. So stability decreases down the group. Down the group means from NH3 to BiH3. Stability decreases. It is due to decrease in bond dissociation enthalpy. So how we can understood this bond dissociation enthalpy? So for example, I am taken two molecules. One is NH3 molecule, another one is the PH3 molecule. So all these molecules have the similar structure. That similar structure is pyramidal structure. So already I am drawn two molecular structures. So here nitrogen, this is the central atom. At the nitrogen one lone pair is there, and phosphorus is the central atom in this molecule. It has one lone pair, and compared to phosphorus, nitrogen has a small atomic size, and in each and every molecule, so there is a single bonds between the central atom and the hydrogen atoms. So now I am saying this single bond length, that means N single bond H, this bond length is less as compared to P single bond H, because nitrogen atomic size is less compared to the phosphorus. So in this way straightly we can say, so from NH3 molecule to BiH3 molecule, the bond length increases. Due to increase in the bond length, bond dissociation energies decreases. Due to this decrease in bond dissociation enthalpy, the stability of those hydrides decreases down the group. The order is NH3 is greater than PH3, is greater than ASH3, is greater than SbH3, is greater than BiH3. This is about the stability of those hydrides. Now the next property is reducing character. Reducing character of those hydrides increases down the group. So it means from NH3 to BiH3, the reducing character is increases. It is also due to bond dissociation enthalpy. And third property is basicity. What's the means of basicity? For example, now I am taking one of the molecule. This is the hydrochloric acid. The number of replaceable hydrogen atoms in an acid by the base is known as basicity. Again I am saying, the number of replaceable hydrogen atoms in an acid by the base is known as basicity. Now we are going to learn about basicity of these hydrides. Basicity also decreases down the group. That is due to decrease in electron density over the group 15 element. Over the group 15 element means that is maybe nitrogen or phosphorus or arsenic or strontium or bismuth in those hydrides. Why the electron density decreases? Again, so observe here. So from top to bottom, the molecular sizes increases. Molecular sizes increases. So atomic sizes increases from nitrogen to bismuth. So each and every the 15th group element has one lone pair. Due to increase in the atomic size, the orbital sizes also increases, but they have only one single lone pair. So that's why in the case of bismuth, one single lone pair that occupies some space in a large orbital. So due to that reason, density of electron is decreases from top to bottom. Due to this reason, the hydroids doesn't give the lone pair easily to other species. That's why the basicity character decreases down the group. Now the second chemical property, that is reactivity towards oxygen. Reactivity towards oxygen, the fifth group elements nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, strontium and bismuth. These elements, when they combine with oxygen, they form two types of oxides. One is trioxides, molecular formula is E2O3. Another one is pentaoxides, molecular formula is E2O5. Here E means the fifth group element. It is maybe nitrogen or phosphorus or arsenic or strontium or bismuth. So here one property is there, that is the oxide in the higher oxidation state of the element. The higher oxidation state of the element is more acidic than that of lower oxidation state. Now I am comparing two oxides, two types of oxides. One is pentaoxides, second one is the trioxides. In pentaoxides, the oxidation state of element is equals to +5. In trioxides, the oxidation state of element is +3. That means, according to this statement, compared to E2O3, E2O5 is more acidic in nature, and the acidic character of these oxides decreases down the group. So as we go down the group, the acidic strength decreases. For example, now I am observing E2O3 type of oxides. Now I am saying about the nature of E2O3 type of oxides. For example, N2O3 and P4O6, both the oxides are purely acidic in nature. And next two elements oxides, As2O3 and Sb2O3, are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric means, those two oxides have the two types of characters. One is acidic character and another also there, that is basic character. And final oxide, that is Bi2O3, has the basic character. This is about the oxides of 50th group elements. Next property is reactivity towards the halogens. Reactivity towards halogens. The 50th group elements, when these elements combines with halogens, they forming two types of halides. One is trihalides, molecular formula is EX3. Second one is pentahalides, molecular formula is EX5. Here E means 50th group element, that is maybe nitrogen or phosphorus or arsenic or strontium or bismuth. X means halogen. So halogens means they are maybe fluorine or chlorine or bromine or iodine, etc. That is about X. And nitrogen does not form pentahalide due to unavailability of d orbitals in its valency shell. Unavailability of d orbitals in its valency shell. Observe here, atomic number of nitrogen is 7, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. It doesn't containing any d orbitals in the valency shell. Due to that reason, nitrogen does not have any capability to expand its covalency more than that of 4. Due to that reason, nitrogen does not form any pentahalide with halogens, and pentahalides are more covalent than trihalides because the elements in the higher oxidation state exert more polarizing power. So the element which is in higher oxidation state that exhibits more polarizing power, due to this reason the pentahalides are more covalent than that of trihalides. What's the means of polarizing power? Here I am given a simple formula for the polarizing power. Polarizing power is equals to ionic charge divided by ionic radius. The ratio between these two is known as polarizing power. The trihalides of these elements means nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, strontium and bismuth. Except those of nitrogen, except the trihalides of nitrogen, all the trihalides of these elements are more stable. Only the NF3 is known to be stable in the case of nitrogen, and the trihalides except BiF3 are predominantly covalent in nature. Except BiF3, trihalides of all these elements are covalent in nature. This is about reactivity towards the halogens. The last chemical reaction is reactivity towards metals. The 50A group elements, when they are reacting with the metals, they are forming binary compounds in which the 50A group elements exerting -3 oxidation state. For example, nitrogen with calcium, it forms calcium nitride. Phosphorus with calcium, calcium phosphide. Arsenic with sodium, sodium arsenide. Strontium or antimony with zinc, zinc antimonide. So these are about the reactivity towards the metals and the substances. This is about the chemical properties of 50A group elements.